Serendipity Arts Festival, as you know, happens every year. Last year also was amazing. I just like, first of all, to thank Smiti and her entire team for having the event in Panjim. I know she's gotten a lot of offers from other states, a lot of other countries, in fact, have wanted to host Serendipity. But I'm actually extremely thankful that she chose to stay in Panjim. Panjim is an extremely vibrant city. It has a lot of culture. The people here are extremely fond of art. A lot of tourists come here for our heritage and for our history also. And I'm just happy like events like this happen in Panjim because we also do need an alternative to all the current activities that also happen in the city. Now, one good thing about this place is also festivals like Serendipity. They encourage the future generation of children, people who aren't really exposed to art, to actually take an interest in art.
The multidisciplinary approach that Serendipity has, I think all the art forms that it covers, it's really amazing. And while I was here, I also, the work that was going on in this building in itself, the way they bring life back to these old buildings, that's also brilliant. It's amazing. So I really want to again congratulate her entire team, and I'm really looking forward to the festival ahead. And as Rohit sir rightly pointed out, that if it's a great opportunity for the younger generation to kind of pick up such art forms and be exposed to them. And even for myself, before I had joined Goa, these art forms just existed, but to be able to go and see them in person and to be able to feel them, it's an amazing opportunity. So all the best to you, Smriti, and we really look forward to the festival, and I'm really happy and proud to be able to provide any help or support to the foundation in whatever manner or capacity that we as ESG can.
The festival has grown, and so has the city's liking to it, and the bonding has been strong over the years. There have been many stakeholders who have been part of the festival. The city corporation, whether various other departments which have worked together shoulder to shoulder with the Serendipity Arts Festival. A couple of things I would like to say is, one is the festival and the citizen connect is one thing which I would look forward to seeing. Serendipity and Panjim should be so synonymous that we should have that vibe which is going on, and over the years I could see this connect growing, and I think it will keep growing. On the front of the economy of the city which goes, I think the footfalls from the first festival to now speak for itself. Footfalls have increased multifold, and that augurs well for our city. It gives another dimension, literally intellectual, positive, multi-dimensional approach which the festival brings various minds together in the city, and I think this gets into the culture, into the skin of the city. I think there are a lot of positives that the city gains from a festival like this, and over the years, as it has grown, this positivity has grown. The festival has also opened hidden parts of Panjim to the public. It has made viewing of the city more introspect, more focused, and it has given a focus of art, of culture, of architecture of Panjim, and brought out the hidden value of Panjim. I think it's a win-win situation for the city, for its economy, for the festival, and I think the way is paved with all good intentions from here to come. I thank the festival director who puts in such a huge effort. I congratulate the curatorial team who is sitting here today, which has brought in immense talent on the streets of Panjim. And I wish the festival grand success and the visitors to Panjim a very big and warm welcome.
It has been a dream for me for the past 20 years that I've been working with bamboo as a material, and I wanted to showcase the potential of the material. It's an old material, but at the same time, it's very new. People are exploring and experimenting with the material. So the curation is about crafts and handcrafting, and people who've been traditionally practicing living with material through many applications. And the best thing that we are trying to do is bring together the contemporary and the traditional aspects of the versatility of the material and how it could be taken forward. And yeah, I guess that's the basic part of the whole curation.
No, it's wonderful to be back at the Serendipity Arts Festival, and I'm working on an exhibition which is called Turning on Field and Work, and the exhibition basically looks at ways in which the field is being written and the kind of writing that's being produced from the field, and thinking about this kind of very anthropological term like field work and how artists are engaging with different sites and the kind of knowledge production that's happening. So there are all kinds of different kinds of texts, whether in forms of songs, testimonies, artist books, and various media that's being explored, and also thinking a lot about materiality and objects, and all kinds of different subject positions from which also artists are speaking, and different kinds of communities that they also are engaging with. And one of the things that we were very interested in was also because we've been also thinking about the ground a lot and thinking about soil. So this question of turning, when one is writing with and from the ground, then the whole question of turning also becomes about how one is not necessarily looking at different layers of the past and the present, but kind of thinking of it in a continuum. So a lot of the projects are also looking back at different historical moments. There are artists like there's Brito Art Trust from Bangladesh who are actually looking back at the last 10 years of the kind of community projects that they've been doing in coastal areas and border areas in Bangladesh. So it's also very interesting the way that many of the artists have also used the exhibition to look back at some of their own works and some of their long sustained projects. And what's also wonderful is that I think there have been 6 projects that have been newly kind of created for the festival. They're quite experimental and collaborative. So that's also very nice that we're able to also, through the exhibition, support new work being made, new collaborations.
This is our 6th edition, physical edition in Panjim. It's difficult to play favorites because for me, every project is, we've put so much love and care in the project. But just for highlights, I would like to say that our partnership with Goa Livelihood Forum, which is happening at the new promenade next to the Mandovi, is very special because we've been working with the SAG groups to bring different cuisines that are historically a part of the Goan culture to the public at large. It's also a partnership with IIED. We are trying to look at products that can be packaged in a better manner to see how we can uplift the local produce of Goa, whether it's rice, whether it's kokum, whether it's coconut oil. How do we take the ecology through food to the public of what Goa really has? For me, every project is about how Goa shines. If the project is happening in a heritage building like the old GMC, people get to see the glory of the old GMC. If the project is happening about Goa, like Goa Familia, they see the history of Goa. And as they walk the streets of Panjim, which I love doing at night, you really see the multiculturalism that is innate within the city itself. I really hope that the visitor doesn't just see the festival, but sees the city and sees how the city and the arts have really come together for the benefit of society. The Text Matters is a new initiative that we've started. We wanted to support independent publishers. You know, as you know, with TV, Netflix, Instagram, reading has become subservient in our lives. We wanted to talk about publishing, about writing, because they become historical documents for us for the future. So Text Matters is a project that the foundation has done. We have invited periodicals to come and show their covers from the 1950s, and we've invited independent publishers, given them space to show the new art books that they're publishing. This way we can imagine what the importance of writing and publishing is. I hope that everyone goes there and spends a little bit of time to read a book and bring reading books back to their life. I think that the festival is a place for everyone to enjoy themselves. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival smiles and goes back happy. I really request everyone who comes to the festival to really be cognizant of the fact that artistic processes are difficult, be empathetic towards the artists and what they've done, and take back what they feel like. You know, I often say that you don't have to like a painting, but you have to react to it. You could have any kind of a reaction. It can be positive or negative. But take that pause, reflect on life, leave your phones behind and enjoy the festival.
Hi, I'm Akshay Mahajan and I'm one of the co-curators of the project Goa Familiar along with Lena Vincent. And this year our exhibition, Let the Sound Linger, looks at what I think is one of the embodiments of the Goan soul, which is music and song. Our exhibition, Let the Sound Linger, is at the Excise Department in Panjim, and it looks at telling various stories through archival photographs and family albums, and tells the stories of Konkani music on AR airwaves, through stories of the Goan diaspora in Dar es Salaam and Tanzania and Africa, to local stories. So come to the Excise Department and listen to all these songs and for old photographs that we have brought for you.
So Time is a Mother is an Indo-Swiss video art show. It's based on the idea of the ecological question of time, how we consider time in different cultures and different ways of thinking, both poetically as well as scientifically. And it's got 4 Swiss artists and 3 Indian artists who will show their works here. It's the first time such a collaboration has happened along with the Swiss curator Damien Christinger. And the second show is a collaboration between Janvi Palke from the Science Gallery Bengaluru and I. And we have invited an artist, 2 artists, Valen and Kaldi Moss, to work with a scientist who's a marine biologist who works on coral reefs and underwater hydrology. And they have collaborated to create an experimental space about how we can think differently between science and the arts about what is the sea and what is the idea of blue carbon, which really deals with the idea of carbon capture by the sea. Both these shows are about the ecological question, which has become so important today, and it's from different perspectives.
The exhibition which I'm curating is called Synesthetic Notations, and when you talk about technology growing, a lot of how this exhibition also moves is through sound and through the visuals, and it's also fairly tech heavy. And while we do look at technology in a way where it becomes a functional part, what you'll also experience in this exhibition is how technology becomes a way of arriving at an incident which is left over for memory in some way, both through the visuals and through sound, which neither can be separated from the other, and this is where the idea of synesthesia comes in as well.